Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fall Damage server. This is my second episode on here in season, I don't know, let's go with 37 today. Or did the title say 1? I guess it said 1. Anyway, last time you saw me, I was terrified, I was afraid. Excuse me. Should probably not have downed a big old gulp of pop before I hopped on here, but such is life. Last time you saw me, I was terrified. I was afraid. I did not know what I was going to do about this hole in the mountain that I am on. Basically, I went running and screaming like a little girl every time I went in there because the zombies would come down and they'd start beating me up. Well, as you can see, things are glowing. I feel a little bit better about my situation. And I still gotta figure out what to do with you. I'm not really sure yet. So you see, wow, I have a lot of coal. And I have some lapis, and I have procured some cooked chicken from the stockpile that is starting to develop from their little chicken cooker. And I feel a little bit better about things. I'm not as terrified as I was previously, and that is making a big difference. Now, to quick look at the armor, just basic stuff, some fire protection, respiration on the helmet, protection 2 and unbreaking on my chest plate, protection 1 on my leggings, and protection 1 on my boots. My sword has sharpness 2, knockback, and fire aspect because I just don't even really know what happened there. And my main pick for now will have efficiency 1 and unbreaking 1. We have an unbreaking 1 iron axe. I do want to put some sharpness on here though and use this as a weapon, and an efficiency 2 shovel because why not? Now I did not enchant my bow because I ran out of levels, as you can see. I don't know if you can actually see my mouse. I don't think you can because I keep forgetting to check if I have that selected in DxTory. So whoa. There we go. So we're doing a little bit better. As you see, I've gathered some stuff. I have 8 diamonds. I have 56 pieces of iron. I have plenty of lapis now. I do have a sharpness and knockback book up here. I have another book that I can enchant, and of course I have lapis and more leather, and I will probably grab some more sugarcane to make more paper to do more enchanting down the road. I want to boost my diamond stockpile, which means more mining is going to have to be done. Before we go anywhere, we're going to take a quick step out and see if there's anything new at spawn. I don't think there's a ton going on, although I see something going on over there, so we're gonna hop on down and take a quick peek. I don't have a lot planned for this episode, really just kind of giving a little bit of an update as to status of things after my little chickeny run through the last episode. But I feel much better. Having some enchanted armor with a little bit of protection makes me feel a little bit better, and that is the main thing. So we've got something going on up here. Not entirely sure what. They are working on some basic spawn rules, I think, over there. I'll take a look at those in a second. I did realize I missed a couple of things during my little tour. Church of Lord Server, all hail. I've also seen this referred to as a place where creepers like to spawn. I forget the exact phrase that was used, but creepers were popping in quite frequently from there. So over here, temporary spawn message board, a new AFK fishing farm at the fishing hut, new skeleton XP farm north from here, not far. So that is an XP farm, which is nice to see because, yeah, we like having nice things like that. Can someone move this to ground level? Not at the moment. This doesn't quite work. This doesn't work quite like how you think it does. Check the furnaces. Interesting. I'm not really sure what this is all about. Somebody with more knowledge would probably be able to tell me. I do not have knowledge of a lot of the contraptions, and I'm really outdated on the way things work in this game now, especially with the recent updates. So let's head on over here. Rail duplication on or off. Place rails on the 4 slime blocks and turn it on. Free rails. Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. This is going to be something that comes in handy, I'm guessing, down the road. I love slime blocks. Chickens making a bunch of noise because that's what chickens do. And I think I took a look at that one over there. I did take a look at that house. I think I took a look over here. I am so happy that there's a XP spawner over here, though. That is great. Get a life jet. I did look at this. I do remember seeing this house. There were 2 areas, though, that I did miss in my initial run through of the server. So we're going to knock those out of the way as well. Because people have been doing some things on here. Little things, not anything too crazy. There's one over here. Not everybody on this server does stuff for YouTube, but we have Hobo's campsite with, you know, some fire and some log cutting going on over here. I like this. This looks pretty neat. It really looks like a tree got, you know, chopped down. And then just a little house with a bed. Oh, that's a nice little bed design. Nothing too fancy. And then off over here, and it's kind of funny that I didn't see this because this is very, very close to my mountain. As you can see, there's my little house behind. I am gonna try and do something with that peak there. I might make like a little lookout up there, kind of organize it a little bit, get a little bit of a lookout so that we can overlook spawn. But over here, I believe, is Dragon Feathers. Dragon's mini mine. That's where she has been digging out her supplies. We've got a little dock here, kind of nice. And then we have right here Dragon's hobbit hole, no digging. If we pop inside, just nice little place, nothing fancy, pretty simple. I mean, that's, oh, I'm like leaning into my mic, sorry. But that's really just the way it should be. So nice and simple and to the point. Now, the thing that's really intriguing, if I haven't shown this yet, about this area, and I hopefully don't fall in because it's very well possible. This is underneath me. I am intensely curious to get down here and check it out. So first things first, I gotta kind of work my way along the sides, get the upper areas lit up so that things aren't dropping down on me. And we will check out that ravine. That is one of the things that I want to accomplish here. But we're going to work our way over to the opposite side. I think my stair is right here. Yeah, I put torches up to mark it. And we go up another level. We've got a cave opening right here. Now I have got this mostly lit up. You're still going to find the occasional things creeping around in here, but this area was all dark before. I've got that lit up. It's actually a fairly expansive cave with a lot of little nook and crannies, but they all kind of come out at different points in this mountain. So like right here, it kind of pops out on the opposite side. And this is new. This is my multicolored fence pig pen. This is where I am going to be procuring all my food from. And it is going to be nice to have my own supply. It's not cows. I prefer cows, but I'm hoping when I set off in the distance for a new home, we have some of our own cows, so I'm not constantly stealing from the spawn cows. Because that's just, I mean, I realize it's a community, you know, food farm and leather farm and all that kind of stuff, but I like to have my own supplies. You can see there's the cows down there. We've got our sheep and a nice overlook of the spawn area. We've got some stuff going on down there. I have not checked that out yet. That was not there either. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this too. Ow. Hopefully without dying. Ow. Geronimo! So get on up over here. Eat our last bit of steak for now. I'm gonna drop the chicken in here. Chicken is perfectly fine. And we're gonna take a look. And we've got ourselves a very, very snazzy looking horse. Your gate is closed. Stay. And I do not know who this belongs to. There's no sign. But we've got a nice little area. Interesting. Interesting. What do we got going on over here? Nothing. We've got some, I think there's a magma blocks. I don't know. I'm not completely familiar, but we've got some of the newer blocks of the nether wart. So we got a little bit of a farm area over here. I don't really want to go digging around in people's stuff. I'm really not that kind of a person. Plus, we have a zombie looking for trouble over here. No horse. Okay. Free hugs. Free hugs. Ow. Haha, you're on fire. Ah, that's much better. I need to rebuild my arrow supply. There is, of course, an easy way to get arrows in this game, and that is simply replacing and breaking gravel over and over again. And that is my preferred method right now because I just don't have another way to do it. Don't look at the Enderman. Don't look at the creeper. Let's get back up here because that is not all that we have done up here. So one of the things I wanted to be able to do was get myself a bunch of supplies. I needed supplies. And in Minecraft, the easiest way to get supplies, as you see these guys here, is to go to sleep. That's not really what I meant, but the easiest way to get supplies in this game is to get blown up by a creeper. I actually died again, by the way, off camera. I was kind of milling about out here. I was kind of getting a look of the scenery and the pigs and trying to decide where I was going to grab all the pigs from. And then something like that came up and went, oh my God, that scared me. And went and completely blew me up. Now, I can't do anything about you, Mr. Enderman, because I have fire aspect, which means as soon as you are hit, you are going to disappear. We've got a couple of creepers roaming around. We got more pigs too. So we're going to go ahead and go down here. This is actually part of the creeper hole. Coal is not something that I am in need of anymore. As you see, I've got another supply up there. You could just stay up there. I'm just going to run. The fastest way to get supplies is to, of course, dig out a little branch mine. So we went ahead and did that. I gotta raise this up. I keep bonking my head. So I do need to fix that. That is something I need to fix so I can just run down these steps. Now we're gonna head on down, and I haven't done anything too extensive down here. I did have to do some work here. As you can hear the lava. There's a lava pool under here. And then it continues on down here till we get to ground level, to diamond level. And I found diamonds, I think it was down this one. I think this is the one where I found the diamonds. Down at the end of that hall of these hallways is an intersecting section of branch mines from somewhere else. I'm a little disoriented down here, so I'm not sure where they're from. They're probably spawn from the spawn area, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot to take my gold up. Bad. So I did do a lot of work down here, gathering supplies. I think I'm right underneath a cave, which means I have had the occasional zombie sporadically spawn in while I've been down here. But I went down a little bit of a ways with the main tunnel, and I'm just going to spend some time digging this out, and I'm hopefully going to have enough diamond at the end to put together a complete set of armor and tools. And if I'm really lucky enough to then put together a enchanting table of my own to lug around, as well as maybe even another set of armor because going back to my Mesa build and Vanilla Go-Gurt days, I always like to have 2 sets of armor. I had my protection for lost my train of thought. My protection 4 armor for general purposes, and then of course my fire protection for nether exploration because I get lit on fire like nobody's business when I'm in a nether. And I wanted to have somebody's clanking around. Where are you? Oh, that wasn't very smart. Come back, back. Thank you. Not the smartest move. Oh, there's a dark section over here. That must be... Okay, I didn't get this part completely lit up. There we go. Stinking zombies. Let's get a torch right there, too. And right in here, there's a little offshoot. I told you, this area is littered with caves. There's water right there. So let's get this lit up too. Lighting glitch. Okay. So I always like to have 2 sets of armor. My fire armor for nether exploration and my main protection armor. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that on here right away. Enchanting takes a little while. And getting the right enchantments is very time consuming. So one of the ideas I had, since the core aspects of things are time consuming, is to go ahead and do like an hour or 2 live stream a couple nights a week where I'm just milling about doing these menial tasks that, you know, nobody likes to watch. Pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to make sure I get everybody. Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody. Where, you know, I do stuff like the branch mining or the you know, just the menial tasks. The stuff that wouldn't be good for recording, but maybe I can live stream and people can give me ideas for things while I'm on, you know, doing a stream. So I'm considering doing something like that for a little bit, you know, like an hour at night or something like that. And just, you know, if I'm, you know, doing stuff like that, like I just did with the pigs, or doing some basic mining or some just mild exploration, or, you know, redoing this craptastic house I built up here. You know, just little stuff that I could do that wouldn't be good for recording, but might be good for bouncing ideas off of people while I am actually doing them. So it's definitely something I am considering doing in the near future to kind of spice things up, give you guys a look at what I'm doing behind the scenes, but not actually recording it because it's really a bit of a challenge. But today's episode was really just to kind of give you an idea of what I've been doing. I eventually am going to make a path down to that mining area and a path to the spawn area so that I'm not climbing down this mountain every single stinking time. So maybe get a set of stairs running down over here and a little bridge across the water that connects me to the spawn location. But again, the main thing I really was trying to do was get in here, get this area cleaned out so that I didn't have things constantly coming after me. And as you can see, it is pretty much lit up in here. I still get random things coming after me, but it is much, much less dangerous in here than it was before. There's still an area down there. I hear you. There's still a dark area up there too that I can't quite get up to. But I still see them milling about because, like, there's a little dark area. But it's far, far improved from what it was last time you saw me. Last time I was just so busy running for my stinking life that I didn't really get to spend much time in there. As you can see, my shield is pretty well eaten away because of all the blocking I was doing. Especially skeletons. Those things, when you don't have the right gear, they are pretty terrifying to me. I think that's gonna do it though. I don't really have much else to talk about. There really hasn't been much else. I haven't done anything down there, but I have I have the gear to do some of the work. Where did I put? Is it still down there? I may have left it down there. Ah, door. Get out of the way. So I think I have most of the stuff I need. I have a pretty extensive supply of the andesite and granite and all that stuff that I wanted to use to build out my basement area. We're going to get a storage area going down there. We're going to get a furnace room. And leave them up here. There's some. I think it's down here. And that's going to basically do it. So I think, you know, we're doing things. We're getting somewhere. There's still a lot of work to be done. And I eventually got to hook up with a couple of the people on the server and kind of get an idea of everything that they're doing and what, you know, they're trying to do. And I got to clear this so I'm not bonking my head every 2 steps. And let's get a torch right down there because I don't like dark spots. There's my granite. So I did leave my granite down here, I think. More andesite. We're going to grab this gravel because I am going to get myself some more flint. I need to do a flint and steel, and I need to get myself a few more arrows. Arrows are great when you are trying to deal with things such as skeletons and creepers. Although I feel a little bit better. This sword having knockback makes dealing with creepers a little bit easier. So I'm fairly thrilled with that development. So we're going to head back on up here and we are going to call it quits. And then we're going to get this area, we're going to get this stuff organized so that, I should have just done this, so that we can do big important things that need to be done. So I think that is going to do it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It's actually gone a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. Got basically the points that I need to discuss done. So we're doing a little bit better. Some things I want to be able to do down the road is find a couple of mending books and get some mending on my shield. And as I said, diamond armor, diamond tools and weapons. And I will feel so much better about the state of things right now. I feel much better as it is because I have enchanted iron armor. I have a full set. My weapons are enchanted. My pick is enchanted, so I can do things a little bit more efficiently. We have a bit of a food supply, and we have a little bit of a plan. So we're going to work with it. We're going to see what happens. For now, though, I am going to get on out of here. It is late. I need to go to bed. I still have to work. There's a lot of things happening in life right now. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Adios.